All right, so I did something, um, college versus the trades in 2025. Um, because when I was a kid, the message always was stay in school, get a high school diploma, go to college, and get a college degree. I went to college, but after my first semester of having three remedial courses because I was a dumbass, um, I couldn't pass math. And not being able to pass math kind of discouraged me from continuing to go on. So I stood with work and I said, fuck it, I'm just going to work. I didn't really have a plan. I didn't have a plan. Not I didn't really have a plan. I didn't have a plan. Just, I'm going to work. And that's why I think I kind of got in my own head when I was bartending and saying, I got to do something myself. Maybe I'll become an EMT and become a fireman and have a city job, because that's another thing that's pushed, city jobs. Stable. Get a stable city job and retire after 20 years and be a garbage man, be a fireman, be a police officer. So that was another thing that was pushed. But the trades were never really pushed on me. I never had anybody telling me, oh, you should be a plumber, you should be an electrician, you should be, nobody ever, being a construction laborer kind of fell into my lap, which I was pretty lucky to have that fall into my lap. But I didn't know. I kind of didn't fit into the mold. I kind of always, in construction, in the beginning, I always felt out of place. And I don't know. So it was always college or you'll be a nobody. And that was a big lie. That was a big lie. And now with 4 kids of my own, I struggle with what to tell them, with what to do in the future. Right now, my twins, my oldest, are 8 years old. They're in 3rd grade. So I know it's early, but I'm preparing myself for what I'm gonna to tell them. I mean, I don't know what to tell them. I don't know what you tell these kids. I'm here telling you that I worked since I'm 15, which it helped my mind. It helped give me purpose. But that's only half of the story, because you need more than that. Because I still drifted through that. I still had no direction. I was still working, and when I wasn't working, I didn't know what to do with myself. And what I mean by that is, I thought, is that it? Is this it? Well, if this is it, then I might as well go to the bar and get drunk. Or I might as well go hang out with these people. Go here, go there, do that. YOLO. You only live once. You get caught up in that. I got caught up in that in my 20s. And it's not the way to live. You should have an aim. You should have a vision for your life and what you want to do. You want to be productive in society. And I just want to be able to lead my kids better than I was led. My mother did the right thing. She did what she knew and told me to get a job and helped me get a job and kind of banged it into my head that you have to work. Because when I wasn't working, I felt guilty for not working. Like if I had a day off or I took a day off from work, kind of felt like I was doing something wrong. That's I'm not sure if that's a great mindset to have, but in my world, that's how I felt. In my world, a man has to work, has to have a job, something to wake up and go to every morning. And what do I tell my kids? So in 2025, the world is flipped. The internet is the new classroom. AI is the new assistant. And trades become the new gold rush. Electricians, welders, HVAC techs, plumbers. That's not the backup plan anymore. It's the backbone of everything that still works. So these jobs in 2025 are, at least according to AI, are what still works. While college grads are paying off $120K for a degree in communications, a 22-year-old who just learned to work with his hands is pulling in six figures. He's sleeping better and actually building something that exists in the real world. But it's not just about money, it's about the body. Because when you build, you stay alive. You move, you sweat, you think. It's all about purpose. Because when you fix something, it matters. So parents need to stop selling fear. Stop saying you're better than that when a kid wants to learn a trade, because that's what's keeping half the generation broke and confused. They're raised to chase status and not skill. So if you're watching this, young or old, understand this. In 2025, the smartest move isn't following what you were told. It's mastering something that they can't replace. A trade, a skill, or a craft. That's the degree now. Do you agree? Do you agree with this? Do people agree with that? You should go after a trade and not a skill, or what do the jobs look like in the future? Let's see. What do the jobs look like in the future? If you were me raising 3 boys and a girl, what would be your plan for their future? Try to predict 10 years from now. 10 to 15 years from now. Cool question. Here's what chat says the jobs might look like in 10 to 15 years. So they're all projections. Some will be right, some will surprise us. Automation and AI integration. Many routine tasks, blue collar and white collar, get partially or fully automated. But that also means humans shift towards oversight, maintenance, design, and exceptional handling. Skills over credentials. Employers will care less about the paper degree and more about what you can do, especially adaptability, cross-disciplinary fluency, and learning ability. Hybrid work, distributed and flexible structure. Workplaces may be more fluid, some tasks done remotely, some on site, many gig, contract, module roles. Green tech, sustainability, and climate jobs. As carbon constraints tighten, new jobs in renewable energy, climate adaptation, carbon capture. So it's not as simple as like when we were a kid, be a doctor, be a fireman, be a airplane pilot, be an astronaut. Did anybody really become an astronaut? that you know of. Here are sectors, roles I bet strong on. Renewable energy installer. So tell your kids to start learning renewable energy. Be technicians and grid operators. Solar, wind, battery, microgrid tech. Tell them to study robotics and drone maintenance. Drones for inspection, logistics, robots in factories and warehouses. Data infrastructure trades. Fiber optic, 5G, 6G installers. Data center, physical infrastructure. AI human interface specialists. Prompt engineers, AI supervisors. People who build, train, audit, manage AI systems in real-world settings. Tell them to get into the biotech health industry. Devices, prosthetics, personalized health systems. Climate adaptation engineers and field workers. Projects to restore wetlands, managing flooding, build resilient infrastructures. Mental health care, social work, life coaching. As society ages in many places, demand for care increases. Creative, content, experience designers. Storytelling, culture, arts. Construction with high-tech overlay, smart building, prefab construction, buildings with sensors, adaptive systems, cybersecurity and privacy protective roles. As everything is connected, security is crucial. Recycling, other trades will shift. The definition of a trade will evolve. A plumber or electrician will also need digital literacy, sensor integration, diagnostics, augmented reality tools. The hands and brain combo wins. Also, new hybrid trades will appear. Someone who knows welding and drone repair, or roofing plus solar panel integration. Versatility will be rewarded. So, if I were you, raising 3 boys and 1 girl, my plan for their future: I'd build a roadmap that emphasizes resilience, versatility, character, and skill more than pick a major and stick. Here's how. Early foundation, childhood, early teens. Cultivate their curiosity. Encourage them to think, to build. Let them dismantle stuff safely. Build small projects, wood, electronics, robotic kits. Don't shut that down. Strong fundamentals: math, science, logic, and communications. Even if they don't use them directly, they train the brain. Digital literacy early. Teach them coding, algorithms, how software works, data handling, not just using apps, but understanding them. Emotional intelligence, adaptability, grit. Teach them to fail, recover, communicate, and lead. Expose them to trades and skill work. Let them shadow electricians, plumbers, machinists, welders. Let them feel the satisfaction of making something real. Okay, that's early teens. Teenage years. Dual pathways. Don't push college or nothing. Let some learn trade, some learn academic, but all keep fallback skills. Trade kids should have some software data understanding. Even a college kid should have hands-on skills. So we're making these kids hybrids, all right? Here it is. Small business entrepreneurship training. Teach them how to run a business, bid for jobs, manage cash. Many tradespeople become their own bosses. Now let's go into early adult, 18 to 25-year-olds. Have them start getting their trade certifications, stacking credentials. Rather than a 4-year degree as the only path, build credentials piece by piece. Keep them on a continuous learning plan. Make relearning a habit. Every few years, assess which skills are getting stale. Small business offering high-tech trade services. Smart home installs, renewable integration. Smart home installs. Maybe that's something I could do. Renewable integration. Age 25 plus, becomes a regional specialist, possibly starts training others, expands into design, consulting, builds passive income streams. So that's what AI is